Imagine this. Your customer just paid for your product. They wait for the product, but it never arrives. They get angry and ask for a refund. Why? Because your email hit an invisible wall called the spam folder. Today, we are fixing that. We are going to give your emails a digital ID card called Authentication, so that Gmail and other email service providers know you are safe to let into their inboxes. I'm Keela, and this is video 4 in my free digital product toolkit series. You've built your product, connected your custom domain and payment gateway, but none of that matters if your customers don't receive what they paid for. Email deliverability isn't optional, it's critical. And with Google and Yahoo sender policies, using a Gmail address isn't going to cut it. I'm walking you through the complete setup using your custom domain. Now let's make sure your emails get delivered. Here's what most beginners don't realize. Free email addresses like Gmail or Yahoo are not designed for business sending. However, if you're just getting started, you can use a free Microsoft email address like Outlook, Live, or Hotmail. System.io allows it, and it can work short term. But as soon as you start selling and delivering products on a large scale, email deliverability becomes critical. Free email addresses don't let you fully authenticate your sender identity, and this means you have less control over whether your emails land in the inbox or the spam folder. Using a custom domain isn't about being fancy. It's about giving your emails a verified identity, so inbox providers trust them. If you've already decided to connect a custom domain, this step is non-negotiable. And if you haven't yet, think of this as the upgrade that protects your sales and your reputation when you're ready. So step 1 is confirming your sender address. And this is the easiest part. You're going to log into your System.io account, click on your profile icon in the corner, and then on Settings, and then on Emails in the left navigation bar. You're going to scroll to the bottom where it says here, click here to confirm your email address. Enter your email address. Let me use info@keelajoseph.com and then click Save. As you see here, it says pending. System.io will send a confirmation link to that inbox in your mailbox. Open the email entitled Confirm Sender Email Address in System.io and click the link that was sent. When you are redirected to a page to confirm the sender email address, click Confirm. After confirmation, the status of your email address will change to verified, like this one here. Simple, right? But this is just the warm-up. Now for the real fix, which is step 2, domain authentication. So you're going to scroll to the top where it says domains. And then you're going to click here where it says to authenticate your domain and display its information in your email header, which will help improve your email delivery rates. Then you're going to type in your domain name without the www, just yourname.com. But my domain is already confirmed, so I won't enter it there. Then you're going to click Save, and it will generate the 3 CNAME records and a DMARC text record to be added to the DNS records of your domain hosts. Don't get scared. This is just like the domain setup we did in video 2. These codes are your digital passport, technically called dkim. We need to put these into your domain settings so the internet knows system has permission to send emails on your behalf. It's important to note that the domain name you want to authenticate must redirect to an active web page. That is, when you click on it, you'll be redirected to an actual page rather than a 404 error page. Otherwise, the receiving servers may block your emails. Now for step 3, adding the DNS. You're going to log into your domain registrar, that is GoDaddy, Namecheap, etc., and go to the DNS settings to add a new record. To access your CNAME records in system.io, you're going to click on the eye icon right here. This will open a pop-up window that looks like this. See your 3 CNAME records here and your DMARC text record. Go to the DNS settings in your domain registrar and you're going to click on Add a New Record. So if you're using GoDaddy, it will look like this: DNS settings, Add New Record. Then you're going to choose CNAME from the drop-down. Then you're going to enter the name and the value. In the name field of your domain host, you're going to enter what is written on the name here in system.io, but not the entire thing, just the numbers and the letters, as highlighted here. These are what are placed before your domain name, so you copy everything before your domain name. In the value field of your hosting provider, you're going to put what is written on the value, and then you're going to add a period at the end of it. So it will look like this, with a period at the end of the first 3 records. Once you've entered the name and the value, you're going to click Save to validate each one. Now for the DMARC text record. From the drop-down menu, you'll select Text instead of CNAME. Then you're going to go to system.io to copy the name for the DMARC and the value for the DMARC and paste them into the corresponding fields that will look like this, and then click Save to validate. Once you've added all 4 records, you're going to go back to system.io and refresh. It will likely still say pending, as this can take up to 24 hours. But once it says verified, as it does here, you are good to go. Your emails will now land in your subscribers' inbox. There's a way for you to verify if this was done correctly. You're going to check all 3 of your CNAME records to see if they were correctly configured. To do this, you're going to go to the website called dnschecker.org, just as we did in video 2. Enter your domain name, select CNAME, and everything that shows up here should show up with a green check mark next to it. If one or more of your CNAME records are indicated in red, then you need to review the procedure and check that there are no errors in your DNS records with your hosting provider. If you are unable to resolve the issue yourself, you should contact their customer support team for assistance. To verify that your DMARC record has been added correctly, you're going to enter your domain name in a site called mxtoolbox.com/dmarc.aspx. Enter your domain name here, and then click on DMARC Lookup. Adding a DMARC record to your domain host helps to ensure that all legitimate emails from your domain are authenticated correctly by the receiving email servers. Reports are generated and sent by the email recipient's email providers. These DMARC reports are sent to the email address you set to the value when adding the DMARC record. To avoid being flooded by these notifications, I recommend that you add a specific email address from your custom domain that you'll dedicate exclusively for these notifications and use it specifically for DMARC report notifications. Now let's talk about how to improve deliverability. What is email deliverability, you might ask? The deliverability of an email refers to its ability to reach its recipients in their main inbox without being filtered or sent to a spam folder. Many factors can influence the deliverability of your emails. To ensure good deliverability, use a personalized and authenticated domain name like we just did. Only send emails to people who have agreed to receive them. Regularly clean your contact list of contacts in bounce status, unsubscribers, and especially those who no longer open your emails. Implement double opt-in. What is double opt-in? When your contacts register on a double opt-in registration page, they will receive an email containing a link to confirm their registration. If they do not click on the confirmation link within 24 hours of signing up, They are automatically removed from your contact list. Follow good email practices. Optimize your email subject lines. Beware of spam words. Make it easy to unsubscribe. Include your name, brand name, and information in your email footer. If you are a company, include its name and the link to your website. And that's it. Your sender email is verified. Your domain is authenticated, and your emails will now land in your customers' inboxes. If this just saved you from losing sales to the spam folder, hit that like button. Share this with someone you know it will help, and drop a comment. Are you using a custom domain email, or are you still on Gmail? Let me know where you're at. If you want the complete setup checklist that covers this and every other step so you're launch ready, grab my free digital product launch roadmap. The link is in the description. And if you're ready to move into the strategy that actually drives sales, check out the digital product launch formula free training link below. Now let's send something. Coming up in the next episode, how to send automated emails in System.io so you make sales while you sleep. See you there.